Hi there, it's Ernest from TripAstute. In this video, we're going to review the process for getting global entry and give you some tips on maximizing the service. Global entry has been around for several years, and it basically gives you the ability to fast-track your entry back into the US when traveling from abroad. It not only improves your experience for international travel, but also for domestic trips too, since you get TSA PreChecked with global entry. Once you're approved, your passport will be loaded into a database and you won't have to fill out those annoying blue forms on the plane when entering the US. Instead, you'll answer all the questions via the global entry kiosk and use a separate line that is typically less crowded than the normal line. In addition, you'll get a global entry card that you can use when entering the US via land or sea. This doesn't replace your passport, but can help expedite your entry back into the US. The program is open to US citizens and some lawful permanent residents. You'll want to check the CBP website to see the full list of eligibility requirements. There are many different visa classifications that will allow you to get one if you're not a US citizen. I've included a link below with more details. To apply, you'll need to create a Trusted Travel Program account. Once you complete the application, you'll be asked to pay the $100 non-refundable fee. Once your application and fee are submitted, CBP will review your application. Once you're conditionally approved, you'll receive an email asking you to schedule an interview at a global entry enrollment center, which are usually located at major airports. You'll then have to schedule your appointment online. Once you pass the interview, you'll get final approval. When you go to the interview, you'll need to bring your passport and one other form of official identification, such as your driver's license or state ID. Also, $100 might seem like a lot, but it lasts for 5 years, so essentially you're only paying $20 a year and you get TSA PreCheck, so I think it's totally worth it. The process is pretty straightforward, but I wanted to share some tips and tricks to help you with the application process and with maximizing the global entry benefit. Number 1, check your credit card. Several premium travel credit cards offer a reimbursement for global entry. This includes the Chase Sapphire Reserve, American Express Platinum, and Citi Prestige. This can be a great way to offset the cost of global entry. Number 2, register your known traveler ID number. Once you get approved for global entry, you'll want to make sure that you register your known traveler ID number with all the airlines that you fly with. This will make sure that you get TSA PreChecked when the airline issues you a boarding pass. Otherwise, they probably won't know that you're enrolled in the program. Number 3, keep checking available appointment times. When I applied for global entry and was trying to schedule the interview, I noticed that the first available appointment was 4 months away. However, I kept checking the site and sure enough, slots kept opening up. I ended up rebooking the interview a couple of times until I finally got one the same week, which meant that I was able to get approved and take advantage of the benefits sooner. So if you're facing a long wait time, keep checking the website for any cancellations or additional openings. Number 4, traveling with dependents. One of the annoying things with global entry is that the benefit does not cover any dependents traveling with you. Each person is supposed to get their own global entry account, even if they are an infant. I'm really not sure how you're supposed to interview an infant, but if you have a family, you may want to reconsider getting global entry unless you often travel solo. Oddly enough though, Fiona seems to get TSA PreCheck whenever she travels with me, even though she doesn't have global entry. It might be a coincidence, but I honestly think that it's because she's on the same reservation with me. Number 5, update system with new passport and ID. One thing that is really easy to miss is to update the system whenever you get a new passport. I only learned about this recently, and since I got a new passport last year, I needed to log in to update the information. This also applies to any updates to your issued IDs, like your driver's license. Number 6, know your upcoming travel plans. A common question that you'll be asked during your interview is, what is your next international trip? The catch is that they actually know if you have a trip booked in the future. While I haven't heard of anyone getting their application denied because they answered this question incorrectly, it's probably best to have a good idea of your upcoming travel plans to avoid having any delays in your application approval. Number 7, be prepared to answer questions about your past. I've heard stories of officers asking about unpaid parking tickets or citations during the interview. It's definitely not going to keep you from getting your global entry, but just remember to be polite and try not to get too defensive. It's easy to get annoyed or frustrated with these sorts of questions, But just remember that the officer is just trying to do his or her job. Number 8, don't forget to renew. Your global entry benefit lasts for 5 years, so make sure you set a reminder to renew it. You can actually submit a renewal within a year of your expiration date. It does cost $100 again, and you'll have to submit updates to your profile like where you live, where you work, and where you've traveled. Do you have global entry? If so, let us know if you have any other tips on the program. Let us know too if you have any questions. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Also, check out our website and sign up for our newsletter for travel articles, updates, and information on giveaways. Until next time, travel safe, travel smart.